Good afternoon, everyone, and thanks for joining us for today's member meeting. My name is Brandon Burke, and I'm the Policy and Outreach Director here at the Business Network for Offshore Wind. I've been with the network since last October, and today I'm joined by my colleague, Courtney Malvick, and I'll allow her to introduce herself.
Hi, I'm Courtney Malvick. I'm Vice President of Design and Strategic Initiatives. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Courtney. Courtney and I are thrilled to be demonstrating one of the network's key new members-only products, the Offshore Wind Market Dashboard. And as many of you know, the offshore wind industry is surging globally, and the market here in the United States is steadily expanding as well. One corollary of this expansion is that there's really a tremendous amount of information to keep track of. And that's where the Offshore Wind Market Dashboard comes in. It is a one-stop shop for U.S. offshore wind market intelligence, including project data, supplier contracts, key state and federal developments, and much more. And before we dive in, I'd really like to express my deep gratitude for the hard work that Courtney Malvick has put into this project. Without Courtney doing all the programming and design work, the Market Dashboard truly would not be what it is today. So for all of this hard work, Courtney, we can't thank you enough. Now let's get to it. Now keep in mind that we envision the dashboard as kind of an offshore wind Wikipedia, if I could use that term loosely. The point being that we want to make different types of information and data available in various ways and accessible from different directions or different entry points. And by doing this, we can meet the different needs of our various users. So here, what you'll see on your screen is what we call our dashboard page. And this provides an at-a-glance view or snapshot of the current status of the U.S. offshore wind market. The jobs figure in the top right-hand corner provides a rough estimate of the full-time employment per megawatt of an offshore wind project. And this particular graph is focused on an NREL estimate of long-term O&M jobs. So we are working to tweak these numbers, which can vary widely depending on the source and depending on who you ask. Now, in the lower left of your screen, you'll see a current status for U.S. offshore wind projects. And on the bottom right-hand side, you'll see a breakdown on a state-by-state basis in this pie chart of the total megawatts of offshore wind capacity that have been put under contract in the various states that are pursuing offshore wind. Now we'll turn to our regions page. Now here you'll see we've broken down the U.S. Atlantic offshore wind market into three principal regions. When you click on each region, the corresponding lease areas will be highlighted on the map. And on the left-hand side of your screen, the states and projects within that region will also appear. And so now we'll take a look at our Atlantic Shores offshore wind project details page. So at the top of the project details page, you'll see some quick information about the offshore wind project in question, including the OCS lease block number, the size of the lease area in square kilometers, the acquisition cost of the project, and other project status information. Now at the bottom of the page, you'll see what we describe as a social media style newsfeed of information about the particular offshore wind project in question. This includes link to, for example, OCS lease documentation from the Bureau of Ocean Energy Management, as well as other news developments about the project, particularly focusing on contracts that have been executed. And as you can see, we have provided links in the gray bubble on the right-hand side of your screen that will link you to the document that you're looking for. Now, finally, in the top right-hand corner of the project details page, you'll see, among other things, the contractors that have been retained to serve the project in question. So why don't we jump over to the Ocean Wind project and we can illustrate that. So here you can see the contractors that have been retained to work on New Jersey's Ocean Wind contracted offshore wind project. And this is a key integration between the Offshore Wind Market Dashboard and the network supply chain registry product. And we are working to refine the components of the project details page, as well as its integration with the supply chain registry, and we look forward to your feedback.